man. There's got a whole morning full of gift opening I got to do, and we got to cook brunch. Good morning, everybody. Merry Christmas. Welcome to Caliber Corner, episode number 216, season 4. We are going live right now, and it's a beautiful morning here in Nebraska. The sun's out. It's going to be 65. We're going to be opening gifts out on the patio in a little bit. But Merry Christmas to all of you. Welcome to the show. We're here to provide an hour of sanity from your in-laws and children before the Christmas mayhem begins. Before we do that, we're going to go ahead and let the panel introduce themselves. Today, we really don't have any general topics. We're just going to talk firearms. And if you guys have any Q&A for us you'd like us to answer, we can definitely try to do that. Everybody here gets a Christmas nickname today. So we're going to let the panel introduce themselves and mention a few of our channel sponsors. So Gizzard Gary, a.k.a. Gizzard Claws today. Gizzard Gary, how's your morning going, brother? Gary, you with us? I think you're muted, bud.
Well, it helped if I unmute my mic. There you go.
Don't worry about it.
Let me do that again. I'm doing all right. Thanks for having me, and Merry Christmas.
I appreciate you being here, man. So that's good. Gizzard, you got a channel and you got a couple shows that you do. Why don't you tell us about that real quick? What do you have to offer people that are interested?
I do. I have a Friday night show called Foul Territory. Prior to yesterday, we did it at 8 p.m. Central. I think we're going to shift to 9 p.m. Central. And then Sunday mornings, the early bird chat, where all are welcome to join in on the panel. That is at 9 a.m. on Sundays for 4 hours, where we just sit and talk about whatever comes up. So
awesome. You got some good shows, man.
I hope you join us.
You know, you said you're going to go to 9 o'clock Central. Is that so? Is we don't overlap with another show that's going on at the same time, or is it just to get a little bit later audience?
For the convenience of a lot of my panelists who seem to have things going on until maybe midway through the show, to give more people a chance to maybe get in and participate for the whole show, and to avoid running into other things. But we're going to try that for a while and see how it works out. We can always shift back. It's not big.
And, you know, you guys, if you got a show that you like to watch in somebody else's live, you can always go back and catch it on the replay. I do that a lot. I tend to do that when I'm driving. I go back and listen to your guys' show, or I'll join in when I can. So, but we're there to support each other, and I think that's the most important thing. So, Gary, good to have you on the channel. Good. I appreciate you being here on Christmas morning. And like I said, it should be a good episode. So, cool. All right. Also joining in, AWAG 1000, but his Christmas morning name is Tiny AWAG. AWAG, how's your morning going today?
My morning is actually going pretty darn good. It's pretty nice outside. It's about a nice toasty 72 degrees outside here in southern South Carolina.
Open your windows and heat your home. Open your windows and heat your home, right? Yeah.
No, just keep the windows open, and then a nice breeze will roll through.
Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. All right. So what do you got going on your channel? What's new? What's fun?
Well, I got a bunch of stuff. I'm probably going to go to the range today. I mean, my channel is a little bit of everything. I don't know how to describe it. Certified chaos. That's the best way I can describe it.
Certified chaos.
Describe it as your life.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Nobody cares about my life. They just care about what's in it. Just kidding.
Oh man, that's crazy. All right, well, AWAG, we're happy you're with us, and you've been with us for many years now, and it's good to see you grow up and turn into a contributing member of society. So thank you for doing that, AWAG. So
certified Tiny AWAG.
Certified Tiny AWAG. Okay. Also joining us, we've got the ghost of Foosmas past. We've got Foos over there.
How's it going, guys?
You were able to get away from the missus to join us this morning. It's Christmas morning. Shouldn't you be like proposing, or maybe like putting the bow on the Lexus in the driveway right now, or maybe polishing up the new SIG, or the new high point for the wifey?
No. All's good.
Good. Excellent. All right, man. You taking a break from the competition right now?
I'm
getting out there shooting. Yeah,
I'm taking a break from competition. Going to get back into that in probably in around April timeframe.
Oh, cool.
So I don't get burnt out. This past year I got burnt out real hard. So I'm this winter I'm focusing on rifles.
Cool.
I picked up a Howa 1500 and I've been loading for that. I loaded another 100 rounds last night. I'm going to go and shoot them. I'm still getting the thing dialed in a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah, I went out yesterday and it was windy as all get out, and
Yeah.
just So
What's that chambered in? Was it 308?
308, yeah.
Yeah, it's dude, awesome. Good
Yeah.
choice. Good choice.
So yeah, I'm just playing around with that for a little bit, thinking about. I may take. I kind of want to take my 7.5 French out just because, or one of my.
I get that once in a while. I like to take the
rifles,
Mosin out just for fun, just to play around with something different, you know?
Yeah, well, I would take the Mosin, but I hate cleaning guns, and all I have is.
I know you hate to clean guns. I say that because I bought a Semi from Foos, and it took a noble effort to get that sucker clean. So that's all I'm going to say.
But they run.
They do. That's all that matters. And they've been tested and they run. Yeah.
Carbon is its own lubricant.
This is true. To a point. I mean, if you got a Jimenez JA-22 after about 125 rounds, it starts choking on its own sick. So yeah.
But yeah, I'm thinking about taking something out and just enjoying the day.
Awesome. That's good, man. It's gonna be a beautiful day today, and it seems like the weather's gonna be nice for a lot of the country. So hopefully, traveling is safe for everybody. And you know, I've had some horror stories myself driving through fun weather to get to people's places for the holidays, and so hope everybody stays safe today. If you're listening, if you're on the road, so there you go. All right, what else we got to mention? Sponsors for the channel, we've got SS Pawn located in Lexington, Nebraska. Stan is going to be retiring from SS Pawn January 1st, and SS Pawn is going to be closing up. So if you get a chance, stop in there in Lexington, Nebraska, say hi to SS Pawn. He's been a sponsor of my channel. I checked it for, I believe, 4.5 or 5 years. I believe we're going on a little over 5 years right now where Stan has been a sponsor of the channel. And don't worry, I've got plenty of firearms lined up for future videos and so on, including videos and range tests and all that fun stuff. I'm going to pick up some myself. I've also got firearms in my own collection I've never even shown off before, other than maybe like a little overview video. Haven't done any cleaning videos or range tests of them. So we're going to get those out and play around with them a little bit. Yeah.
So he's retiring and closing. He's not letting someone else take over the business.
No, I don't believe so. I think that shop is going to be sold and turned into something else, if I'm not mistaken. So, which is, you know, it's time he wants to do his retirement. That's awesome. Makes it a little bit difficult for people out in that area of Nebraska to find an FFL without having to drive 30 or 40 miles. But you know, he's done a lot for the community, and he's a good guy, and he's really helped out my channel quite a bit too.
Yep.
So yeah, he's been wonderful. Also today's coffee mug sponsor is atdrafting.com. This company is run by a man known as Artisan Tony. So I believe he lives in Tennessee. Is Artisan Tony in Tennessee? Do you guys know? If he's in Tennessee, you definitely want to get hold of Artisan Tony, and Artisan Tony will take care of your drafting and construction needs. So he sent me this sweet coffee mug for helping him with the little collab that we did. Okay, also joining us, we've got Squib Humbug. Squib Load, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? Got to find the mute button. You might be off getting a second cup of coffee. Squib, you with us? He'll be back in a moment. All right, we'll come back to him. All right, single shot. I don't know what's your Christmas name? Single shot. That's a tough one, man. Everybody's got a holiday name this morning. I'm not sure what to come up with. Well, let's leave single shot of eggnog. There we go. Single shot of eggnog.
Okay, Merry Christmas to y'all.
Everybody likes a shot of eggnog. Hey, single shot. How's your morning going, bud?
Well, not too bad, I guess.
Yeah.
Just muddling through.
Yeah. Are you on the road today, or do you get today off?
No, I'm at the house. I got to leave out tomorrow morning, heading down to Georgia.
Oh wow. Okay. Doubling down to Georgia.
Yeah.
So you got a really cool YouTube channel. People need to check it out. It's Single Space Shot ! So, Single Shot, what kind of content do you feature on your channel in case people are kind of curious?
Well, I got a lot of stuff on there. I got shooting, I've got casting, I got reloading, I've got some stuff that I do as a segue. That's Single Shot Echoes. So if you look at my playlist, if it says Echoes, and sometimes it gets a little direct, I'll put it that way.
Sure.
But
That's right.
Other than that, I try to answer folks' questions if I see one arise that, they may need a little more information on. I'll do a video on it. lately I've been having a lot of trouble with equipment, and I've got the tablet working on the videos now instead of the phone, and that seems to be doing better. I've got to get a little bit better audio. I've got a headset that I thought I had tied to it, but apparently it's not working. So I'm gonna have to try something a little bit different with sound. But
so I think
we're working on it.
What a lot of people don't understand is those of us that make videos for YouTube, it can get very expensive with the audio video equipment really quick, especially really good cameras can run you upwards of $1,000. And so a lot of us, try to get by with stuff that makes a pretty good quality video on what we have. And I know I've only upgraded cameras a few times. I've had a couple that have been hit by shrapnel bouncing off of steel targets, and that's destroyed a couple of my cameras. So I've kind of slowly upgraded my camera quality, but it can get pricey really quick, software, computers, and stuff like that. So we do what we can to make the best content for you. And a lot of times we're just trying to figure out, what we can do to make things work. So, but that's good though, man. You keep putting out content, which is a good thing. And you guys make sure you check out his channel. And Single Shot, I'm glad you're with us, man. Welcome back.
All right. Thank you. And I appreciate I appreciate you folks that have subbed my channel. Yeah. And I hope that if you have any questions, contact me direct or throw a query on the video, whatever, whichever way you want to go about it. So, hope everybody has a great day.
Cool. Heck yeah, dude. All right. So we'll give a little Squib, you back with us, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, cool. How's your morning going, man? You good?
Just got coffee.
Gotcha. Are you out in the deer stand today? We'll take that as a no. All right, man. Cool. No problem. All right, so let's give a little shout out to the YouTube side. Let's see who's out there. We got Bernie B. Sanchez out there. We got SS Pawn in the house. We got DM Foz. We got Gizzard Gary. We got Gunmetal Guy USA. Buck's out there. Herbie Casper's out there pushing something. I have no idea what. Ricky Williams is in the house. Good morning, Ricky Williams. Happy birthday, Ricky Williams. Just like Jesus, he was also born on Christmas or something like that. Two Live Moves out there. Yeah, let's see here. Not born on Christmas. What am I saying? See, look, that's what 6 years in a Catholic school gets you. You have no clue. Firefighter 09100's out there also joining in. Southpaw RX is in the house. Kevin in New York is with us. E-Rock joining in. All right, we got a pretty good crew out there. Mike's out there. Sandhills Media's out there. Defense Dad is out there. He had mentioned something. Let's see. Defense Dad says, Merry Christmas, everybody. He says, Q&A, huh? It's hard being friends with Defense Dad because his epic beard overshadows anyone near him. That is so true. Let's see. Tulamu says, Hola from Isla Morada. Buenos dias, Tulamu. TJ Persickity's out there also. Ozzy Orsborn's in the house. Irish Wristwatcher. Man, you guys are hitting me with the tongue twisters this morning. What else we got here? Mountain View's joining in. And I haven't seen M. Gabriel yet. I don't know if he posted a comment or not. He's usually one of the first people to comment on the videos. Keyword is out there also. So real quick, I just want to run this one around the panel here real quick. Are you guys looking at picking up any new firearms at all in the holiday season? I know I've got 3 on my want list right now. Let's see. It looks like we have somebody is everybody on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we got everybody on here. Hold on one second before we start that little roundabout. We've got a $5 super chat out there from Firefighter 09100. It says, hope Santa was nice to Ammo Dog. Yule Fighter wishes everybody a Merry Christmas. Yule Firefighter. There you go. Yeah, Ammo Dog's actually sleeping on the other side of the bed. We had a solid 30-minute walk this morning. It was chilly, but we got out for a walk this morning. He does have a present. I got him a new chew toy that's in the sack, and he's going to get that with his stocking later on. So Ammo Dog does have his own stocking. Firefighter, thank you for the super chat. I tell you, Firefighter, I will go buy another toy for Ammo Dog today with the $5 that you contributed to the channel. So thank you so much, man. All right, so we're going to run this one around the panel before I mention what I'm looking at buying. If anybody out there is looking at buying any new firearms or need any suggestions, make sure you let us know. So, Gary, we're going to start off with you. Are you looking for any new firearms right now, or have you purchased anything new? I know sometimes you want to keep stuff kind of top secret for the channel until you show it off, but anything good out there kind of got your attention right now, Gary?
Oh, there are 2 or 3 things I'm looking at. Tell you the truth, I don't need, but who does need? Once you get to the point where do you really need a new gun? But there's stuff you're interested in, and stuff like that. So, there's a couple things I'd like to look at and stuff like that. I forget his Diamondback sidekick that Clover was looking at. Kind of interesting. Let's see. There's some other.
We did a search on Gun.deals. I don't know if this was a holiday special, but they were like $230, $235. They got MSRP of $300, and somebody was selling them for like $230. Granted, after shipping and FFL, you're looking at $280, but still with an MSRP of $300. If you can catch a Diamondback sidekick for under $300, for those of you that don't know what it is, it's basically like a Western style double action, single action revolver chambered in 22 LR, but you also get a 22 mag cylinder with it, and it pops open on the side. It's a side crane style, so you can quickly reload it like a modern revolver, I guess you could say. It's got the ejector on it and everything without having to use the rod to poke out the single shells like a Heritage Rough Rider. Other than the grips, which I'm not really big on, it looks like a really solid pistol. It weighs like a pound. I mean, it's a pretty solid piece of steel, you know.
So it would either be that or to pick up another snubby of some sort. But like I say, I'm just kind of wide open. I'd just like to get to a couple shops and look around and see what's out there and see if there's a bargain, you know, something that don't break the bank or anything like that. But I'm not after $100 gun either. But, you know, if there's a used one that somebody's selling for $100, that's a great deal. I'm not beyond taking advantage of a great deal. So, you know.
Oh, absolutely. Prices are starting to drop down. I'm seeing a ton. I mentioned this last week. I went to Shields the other day and the used case was packed. I mean, it was packed full of used guns. It looked like they were brand new. They had everything. I mean, there's a couple I wouldn't buy. They had Springfields and Kimbers in there, but they had a lot of Glocks. They had a lot of SIGs. They had a Shadow 2 that Foos, I'm kicking myself for not buying, used for $949. It looked like it was brand new. Black. It was a Shadow 2 black and blue for $999, I think. And I got a $50 gift card for it. So
blue trigger or
no, it's chrome. Okay. It's the single action, double action model.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really had my attention, but I was just like, God, I want that. But I could buy 3 other guns in its place. But
wow, that's about
off $400, $300,
$400. Yeah.
Yeah, that was, and I was surprised because usually they only go $50 below MSRP. I just about got it, but I thought I want to wait. I want to hold out a little bit and just see what else is out there. But
there's that thought. And then also the thought of that's a good deal, even if I buy this and I pass something and something else comes up, it's still a good deal.
Yeah, I can get them online for about $11.49 if I don't mind paying for the shipping and the FFL transfer. So I can get one for under $1,300. But are they going to stop making that at some point? The Shadow 2 black and blue, or is that going to continue?
That's going to continue for a little
bit. Because I didn't know if it was going to be. I didn't know if like the TS is coming out, if they were going to start to like eliminate that particular model.
No, so
okay.
The TS, the TS2
Target
is
Sport?
Yeah, Tac Sport. That is, they already had a Tac Sport line, not the TSO. That's Tac Sport Orange. Tac Sport line ended a couple years ago, and it was their single action, a little bit beefier, a little bit, a little bit more mag capacity, stuff like that. It's a different beast.
Okay.
I mean, if you get a Shadow 2 SAO, single action only, would you do a Shadow 2 as well? I mean, a TS2? Probably not, because they are getting really close to the same. But it's a completely different firearm. Same lineage, but just it's built up a little bit different.
Yeah, I gotcha. It looked like a really good price, but I'm holding out because I'll tell you, Foos, there's another one. I'll let you know when we get back to me about what I do want to get, and it is a product in the CZ line. So it's like, oh man, I just don't know what to do. All right, let's go ahead and ask Single Shot. Are you looking at picking anything up for the holidays here? Any new firearms that got your attention? You had mentioned one last week that we were talking about. Was it a Thompson that was the break action that was interchangeable calibers and stuff? Did you happen to pick one of those up? Oh, Single Shot, you out there? No, okay, he might be coming back here in a minute. He might be having some. Oh, he just got dropped. Okay, let's go ahead and move over to Foos. Let's try you. Are you looking for anything right now? Or are you pretty much set with what you got?
I honestly would like to have another compact gun. I have my subcompact, which is my P365 XL, and then I have a CZ75 compact, and that's it. Like I got to thinking yesterday, like all my stuff is full size or I mean, I carry a 365 every day.
Yeah, me too. I just have the standard micro compact model. I love it though. It's just like perfect, kind of all around, just carry gun. You know.
Yeah, but I don't have compact stuff. But then again, like if I get a compact, just something random out there, I also like to have a full size in that same. So that means I'd be getting 2 guns, and I'm like, basically, maybe I want to pay off some bills.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Especially certain lines, you can really be looking at dropping a lot of change. So it's I gotcha. So compact model. Okay, let's before we continue with the panel, let's just check in and see what people are saying on the YouTube side. A lot of people are talking about picking up the 10 millimeter. I'm guessing maybe they're talking about the new shield that just came out. What do we got here?
Chris 10 millimeter shield?
Not the well, the M&P not shield, but the M&P 2.0 series. I kept thinking shield. I'm sorry. No, that'd be cool if they do that. A single stack 10 millimeter shield would be wicked. I mean, that I wish Glock would do that, or somebody would do. I don't know if there's a single stack 10 millimeter compact. I mean, I know that would be wicked. That would be sweet.
I say that, but I've chronoed some 10 mil rounds out of full size guns that are moving slower with the same projectile as my competition rounds. Like you
40?
buy 10, a 40.
Yeah.
You buy 10 mil, and unless it's from one of these companies that specialize in like higher power stuff, or it's custom loaded, like if you send stuff through and then you look at Sammy specs for 40, they're all downloaded, because a lot of companies like, oh, we want people to shoot this, we'll pay for a higher price, but we'll download it so it's easier to shoot.
The only thing they could do is maybe somebody can manufacture an ammunition that's optimized for the shorter barrel, like they do with a P365 line, and there's a HydroShock that's made for compact pistols. It has a faster burning powder that doesn't lose the performance that a standard load does. That's expecting a 3.5 or 4 inch barrel, Right. I know it just sounds cool. Single stack 10 millimeter just sounds tight, It's like putting a V8 in a Honda Civic or something, Chris Bullis out there says he bought a PSA dagger this week. I'm interested in that, but I was so interested. I thought it was such a cool idea. 2 years ago, they're great guns, $299. You can have a nice pistol, but the $300 price point, just especially having a gun channel, it puts me potential for so many other guns I could try out on the channel that would be different. But the dagger, I mean, that's hopefully it runs well for you. Having that Gen 3 parts compatibility with Glock is a good thing. So that's something to consider. So definitely a good thing. What else? Who else is out there? Let's see. Warsaw Patriot says, I just ordered me an AK MFER Magwell for my AKM for Christmas. Cool. Very cool. Warsaw Patriots out there. He's wishing everybody Merry Christmas. Gunmetal guy says thumbs up, obliterated. Watt75 says, I just ordered a Primary Arms 3-power prism scope for my GF3 AK. Watt75, I believe my stepdad has that exact same prism scope. I did take some shots with it. You will not be disappointed. It's a very, very nice scope. He either has the 2-power. I think it's a 2. Is it a 1, 2, or 3-power? They make 2 models. And I think he's got the 2-power, maybe the 3-power that I got to test out at the range a couple months ago. And it was cool. It was very cool. DM Foz says 10 millimeter is the best millimeter. Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, 100 millimeter is pretty cool too, but that's not very practical. So Gunmetal Guy USA says, I'm going to get a 10 millimeter when my shop opens up this week. That's awesome. And the funny part is when you go buy ammo at the store, I can get 10 millimeter for I think it's like $2 or $3 more per box than 9 right now, which is really sad because 10 millimeter used to be so freaking expensive. And now it seems like the price on that's almost gone down. So
yeah, which I don't understand that. It's just it's a 40 with a little bit longer case.
Yeah.
I don't understand why it's that much.
I think it was even cheaper than 40. The Blazer Full Metal Jacket, just basic ball ammo, 10 millimeter. Because I bought a box of it for like $24. I thought, man, I'll just keep it around just in case. Maybe I decide to pick up a 10 or something. And the Foos, I'm still kicking myself for not buying that Gen 2 G20 10 millimeter. That was supposed to happen. But the timing was so awful because I didn't know about my job if I was going to get renewed, and we were in the process of moving, and it was like, do I want to drop another $400? I should have got it. I should have bought it. But anywho, let's see here. 2 Live Moose says, I have the 2.5 Primary Arms ACSS scope. It is awesome. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, Primary Arms, they make great scopes. Even their budget-minded stuff, their classic series scopes. That's what I run on my Ruger American Ranch 762 by 39. Great scope. $120, I think, and then $20 for rings. But it's held up so well. I put hundreds of rounds through the gun with that scope on it right now, and it's been really good. So YNH says, I have one for sale at Travis P11. YNH, you're going to have to remind me, what is it that you have for sale, buddy? Go ahead and just put that in the chat. And just tell me the gun, but don't put a price, okay? Just let me know.
And it's a model, not a price.
What's that? No, I just want to know what the model is. Yeah, just tell me what the model is that we're talking about.
Right. Well, what I'm saying is, in other chats, we started calling like, oh, this is a Shadow 4 or Shadow 2. The model is, $335 or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, I got you. The model, and that's the price. Okay. Got to get around those darn algorithms that are trying to catch us off guard. So. Keyword, maybe you guys can answer this one for me. Keyword says, does the panel have any thoughts on the FRT or WOT triggers? Are they gimmicks or do they have uses in defensive firearms? AWAG, what is this? What's an FRT and a WOT trigger?
Okay. So can you hear me?
It's a little choppy right now, but I think we can hear you okay. Yeah.
Okay. So I had an FRT trigger and they were the most comically fun thing I have ever put in a firearm. That is actually legal. Don't look into that. But the FRT is really, really awesome once you get it to run properly.
Is it like a binary style where it'll fire when you pull the trigger back and fire when you let go? Yeah.
So I always have a couple videos up every once in a while. But then something legislation-wise will come out, and I'll take the videos down because I don't want feds to roll up on me and be like, "Oh, you got this." Like, no.
Yeah.
So what it is you pull the trigger. It's actually a pretty short single-stage trigger. If you're just like testing it with a dry gun, when you pull the trigger, it drops the hammer. The bolt will then roll back, and the hammer has like a little cam on it that will push the trigger backwards or forwards. So you can't pull the trigger while the bolt is moving.
Okay.
And then there's a little out of battery safety that is behind the trigger that if your bolt is not all the way in battery, it will not let you pull that trigger. So when that trigger is forward with the bolt going back, and then it goes back into battery, it will then allow you to pull the trigger again. So mechanically speaking, it's technically safer than a machine gun, but it's not a machine gun. So every time you pull that trigger, that bolt's pushing the trigger forward, and the pressure of you on that trigger can then pull it back once the bolt is in battery. So technically it's shooting as fast as the gun will run.
So it is legally a separate trigger pull, but are you actually taking your finger off the trigger, or you don't have to because of this cam mechanism that
you don't. Well, you don't have to take your.
So basically, whenever the bolt comes in, what it sounds like is whenever the bolt closes, it forces the trigger to reset and go forward a little bit, no matter how much.
When the bolt comes back, it flicks the trigger forward.
Okay. So and that is your reset. That's your legal reset.
Yeah, but
so that it is technically
There's a caveat to it. There's a catch. Is if you try to manhandle that trigger, like squeeze it real hard, you're going to jam the gun. It's just enough pressure to set the trigger off, and you hold that pressure. You don't go anymore. And if you want to let off, you just let off, and it'll stop.
Okay. Gunstomp says it's a forced reset trigger. Is what it's technically called. Legally
that's
called.
What the FRT stands for.
The only experience I have with anything like that's a binary trigger, and my stepdad's Fostech. He's got a Fostech Eagle, I believe, with the whatever the Fostech second gen trigger is, where it fires when you pull the trigger and fires when you let go. So it's a lot of fun once you learn the rhythm of it. It really can put out the rounds really quick.
So the forced reset trigger is very, very picky with buffer weights. if you're running a pistol like I did when I first got mine, I had a 7.5-inch 5.56 barrel that was on a pistol length gas system. I had to run an H4 buffer, which is like really heavy.
Mhm.
And to get it to run properly, it was kind of uncomfortable to shoot because number one, 7-inch AR pistol throws a massive fireball. So
Yeah.
anything darker than like 3 o'clock in the afternoon,
it's gonna be like a
you'll be
camera flash
blinding
going off.
myself. Yeah, you'll be like blinding yourself.
I get that from my AK pistol. Yeah.
So I then put it in my 20-inch M16A4 lower, and just with a regular rifle buffer, that thing was the smoothest gun I have ever shot in fast succession. But it's definitely worth it if you can get one used, because they're actually not that hard to maintain. A lot of people like to complain that the springs get bent from that out of battery safety.
Mhm.
But in all honesty, you can get like a 20 pack of the replacement springs on McMaster Car for like $2.
So it's not something you want to like bet your life on if you have to. It's more of a range toy. It could have some sort of tactical application, but if it requires any kind of high maintenance out in the field, it's maybe not the route that you want to go to keep in your primary firearm, your primary AR.
I mean, in all reality, I'll be honest, I'm pretty abusive with my firearms for the ones that I want to function when they need to function.
Mhm.
And in some aspects, as long as you keep it clean, I would trust my life to it.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of stupid in the fact that you can only do either safe or the full send. But if you get really good with like little bursts, it's worth its weight in gold, honestly.
Cool. That's interesting. No, I don't have any experience with those at all. So that sounds pretty cool. What do those run? Do you have any idea what those tend to cost?
So I think they're like $380, $400. They are a little expensive.
Okay.
And they're just going to suck more money because you're just dumping ammo. But like it's so worth it for the sheer amount of fun that it is.
Oh yeah.
You get somebody on it, you give them like 30 minutes of coaching on it, and not even 30 minutes, like 30 seconds of coaching on the trigger, and they're just going to be ripping through rounds like it's nothing. And
tearing it up.
It's so much fun.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Cool. Yeah.
I'll probably post my my video again of my M16A4, because I ran a Surefire 60 rounder through my M16A4, and that was just you can see in the video that the gun just would not move at all.
That's amazing, dude. Yeah, so like I said, I have no experience with this. Hopefully we answered that person's question. I hopefully got around to it. So I think so. So, I mean, they're fun to try out. Just kind of know what you're getting yourself into, and make sure you've got the budget for the ammo. I guess that's the one thing I would say. Or make sure you've got the reserves of ammo to burn. So, yeah. So, AWAG, while we're talking to you, are you looking at picking up anything new for firearms for the holiday season, or did you just pick up something fun recently, or what?
I'm looking for a pistol right now, and it's the complete opposite end of the spectrum that everybody else was kind of saying. I'm looking for a Desert Eagle, a 50 AE, has to be 50 AE. And I'm looking for the black matte gloss Tiger Stripes.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Ooh, nice. Have you found any for sale at all anywhere?
There is there's a 44 mag that is at the local PSA here. And
so,
man, I wanted to get it, but as soon as I saw it, it was 44 mag. I'm like, I can't do it.
Nope.
It has to be the 50.
Don't get a 44 and then get the conversion. They don't run.
Yeah.
It has to be built in the 50 for it to run.
Yeah,
that's what I was
I'm just seeing the gold ones with the tiger stripes on there.
Yeah, so the one that I was looking at, it was matte black, and then it had the gloss black tiger stripes on it, and it was pretty. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah. Just their standard, just black nitride finish one just looks tough, man. That's one that I tested in 44 mag. It was cool, but I'd love to try a 50. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Ooh.
Oh man, Warsaw Patriot says, "Wait, what? A Desert Eagle and 50 AE?" Sergeant Joe Smith says, "I got a 50 AE Desert Eagle. I think everybody should have a 50 AE Desert Eagle. You know?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah, yeah,
I got
Heck
a
yeah.
50 AE, but it's not a Desert Eagle.
yeah." There you go. Oh man. All right, so Foos, we're over to you, man. Are you looking at picking up any firearms for yourself at all? Are you interested in anything at all for the holiday season or in the spring?
Do you have a short memory? Already talked about compacts.
Foos yet? I don't think I've gotten through to Foos with that.
Yeah, compacts.
Not Foos. I'm sorry,
Compact.
Jesus. I meant to say Squibload. Squibload. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at Squib and I'm saying Foos. So yeah. Squibload, are you looking to pick anything up for the holiday season? I'm only one cup of coffee in, guys. I'm still waking up. So
Not. I guess before New Year's. After
Yeah.
that, sure.
there you go. Cool. All right, man. So for me, I'm looking at 3 different models right now. I've got my eyes on a CZ P01, the compact model. I think it's a really cool looking gun. I've seen a lot of good stuff on it. I fired the SP01 tactical. So this is just the P01 compacted. I think it would make a great carry gun. What I got to get something hammer fired because I want to use it with my Manus training system, either to cock back the hammer to fire it or double action so I can just pull the trigger and not have to charge the slide every time I practice with that laser training system. So I want to pick up one of those. I recently sold my G4 G17 to my best friend. His wife bought my first one. I took the family to the range and we took the G17. That was one of the guns we took with us, the Gen 4. She shot it great, loved it, refused to go home without taking it home with her. And I said, well, we have to do an interstate transfer. That'd be illegal. So we did the interstate transfer. She bought it. And then flash ahead 4 years. And we went to the range again. And I took my G17 and my SR 1911 and a couple other pistols. My buddy tried a bunch of my pistols and he shot the G17 Gen 4 just like perfectly. And he goes, I just think I need to get one of these. I'm like, well, I'll sell that one to you because I can get another one. So I gave him a good price on it, and it's got a little mill spin backplate on it, with the Black American flag on it and stuff. And I want him to have something that's going to be reliable. They're fine with firearms, but they're just not a firearm owning family in terms of just going out and buying them. They want a couple for self-defense they can take to the range and play with. They're not anti-gun at all. They're just firearms just isn't their thing. They want a couple guns for their family, protect their children. I said, that's great, So, and then plus, the wife's got the same gun. So they've got mag compatibility, caliber compatibility. So they don't have to spend a lot of extra money on it. So he bought that. So I have been using my SR 1911 as my left-hand side bedside gun. My right-hand side is my Walther PDP. I thought about buying another PDP 5-inch. I like them, but I want to just try something different since I already have one, but it'd be nice to have a second one because I got like 5 extra mags for the PDP. So I'm like, and holsters. It's like, I just go get another one and be done with it. But part of me wants to try something different. Scott79 says the P01 is a great gun. Yeah, I wish they weren't $700. I wish they were cheaper than that, but there's a lot going on there. They've got a really nice alloy frame. You get CZ quality. You're going to buy one. It's going to last you the rest of your life.
And they use CZ75 magazines if you want extended mags. The bad downside of P01s and their compacts is their magazines are harder to find.
But you can use Mechars though. There's Mechars that are out there. So yeah. That's Grandma stopping by. Grandma, what's going on? What are you guys doing?
Oh, we're drinking coffee.
Are you drinking something? Are you sure it's coffee?
I just went down and got the orange juice and the champagne.
She's getting the champagne out for the breakfast mimosa. So.
Hey, just ask her if her creamer is Bailey's.
I had to look for something.
Grandma, the guys want to know if the creamer that we're using is Bailey's. Are we using Bailey's this morning?
Bailey's?
Bailey's Irish cream for the creamer for the coffee?
No, don't have any.
Okay, I got you.
Sorry.
We've got other stuff that we brought with us. You don't have to worry about that. We got a bottle of apple spice Crown Royal sitting in the kitchen, so it's good. It's good to go. But
what is that? What is that?
Bailey's
in that jug.
I have no idea. We'd have to see. I'm not sure.
Irish cream.
Yeah, Irish cream. Yeah, it's not Irish cream. No, we know that. All right, so back on the CZ. So Squib, what about the Mechar mags? You can get Mechar mags for like $20 or $25, can't you, for that P01?
I don't
Foos?
have that.
I call you Squib. I have no idea.
Mechar mags? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Yeah, they do, but it's still hard to find mags for the compact mags for CZs, unless
Okay,
you go
okay.
compact P10. Those are more readily available. It's the 75 series that the compact mags are different.
Yeah, they're a little bit harder. But I mean, if I look around, I can just do a search and find them out there, right? I mean, they're there.
Well, I know. I think Duke was looking for some for his wife.
Yeah.
Hopefully, she's not listening. Because I just ruined a Christmas gift. Well, I mean, she should be opening it by now anyway. So, and I looked at some of the suppliers that I normally go to, and I couldn't find any. So,
Well, I mean, for this one, it's primarily, like I said, going to be a bedside gun. I'll have 2 mags. What is it? 15 plus 1, basically. And if I got to pay a little bit more for mags, I will. Now, there's a comment out here on the YouTube side. Kevin June says the same mags work in the SPO1, Shadow 2, and the PO1. Solid. That's what he says.
yeah,
So,
yes,
okay.
yeah,
okay.
but yeah, I mean, you'll just have the length sticking out.
Well, you can get an adapter for it too if I want to. I'm sure there's plenty of those out there. It seems like there's always somebody that makes an adapter plate.
Well,
so
a lot of those adapter plates come from the manufacturer. CZ, I don't know. I don't think they have those. So
there's a lot of people that are 3D printing them right now, though, too.
Yes,
I've seen that. For I got one for my Canic of all things, my TP9 compact Elite that I had. That I have and that was just one that was just designed to fill the back part in behind the grip that the factory one didn't do for you, basically. So you would have this notch at the bottom of the grip with the mag base plate. But yeah, so we'll have to see what's out there. I'm sure there's probably, it seems like on eBay, there's always somebody that's making a Magwell adapter. If there's something that's going to sell, people will make it. I mean, that's just a fact, Yeah. Savage Sharpshooter 93's out there. He says, Merry Christmas to the most handsome and glorious of the Travi. Wow, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Panel's thoughts on the 35, was it Wheelan? 35 Wheelan, is that right?
35 Wheelan? That is
do you have any
an
experience with that?
excellent cartridge. I've got
Okay,
it.
so tell us, what do we need to know about it? Single shot, what do you think? What's ammo costs, firearms availability? Is it popular? Reloadability? What do you know about it?
I got all like an encyclopedia on that caliber because Colonel Townsend Whalen made a statement of only accurate rifles are interesting. He created that cartridge. It's based off the 30-06. You can take 30-06 case and run it through the dies to 35 Whalen. I am having very good luck with 200 and 250 grain bullets out of that caliber. It's a Thompson Center rifle barrel, 26-inch. And the thing hits like a freight train. So, if anybody is looking for a mid-caliber that is capable of anything on this continent, then 35 Whalen is definitely a good choice. I've had no problems with it at all. It's a really nice caliber to work with, and I've had it for years. They do make it in bolt actions. I think the Remington 760 or one of those series, the newer Remington semis, was chambered in it as well, if I recall correctly. There's a variety of ways that you can, setups that you can get single shot or bolt action or semi-automatic. So, it's worth checking into on a 35 Whalen for sure.
What kind of caliber? What's compatible? What's comparable to that in terms of ballistics and just power and stuff? What would you say?
Well, it's a big brother to the 35 Remington and the 358 Winchester. But it's just under the 358 normal, which I have all 3 of those calibers. I'm a 35 caliber nut. I do like my 35 calibers, and it's an all-around good cartridge to use. There's even a recipe in the loading books for using 158 grain jacketed soft or hollow point for just planking or taking small animals. You don't have to use a full power load on on a small critter. So, it's got versatility, like I say. It is typically a 200-yard gun caliber, and you can load it up so that it stretches it out there a pretty good ways. But it's got plenty of horsepower. Believe me, when that thing hits, it hits like a ton of bricks.
Yeah, I really didn't know much about it, but I can't remember. Did you say is that straight walled or not?
No, that's based off a 30-06 case.
Oh, okay. So I was thinking I didn't know if that would be a straight wall cartridge people could use. So okay,
it's a 308 neck down to what diameter?
It's not neck down. It's necked up to 358 from 308.
Okay.
Yeah, you're stepping up.
So it's even bigger than 338. Okay. 358. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, the 338 is just a bit smaller. 338's got an edge with the 35 Whelen because it's a Magnum caliber.
Right.
But if you want to stay in 35 caliber, do what I did here quite some time ago, and step up to the 358 Norma. That thing has got some serious horsepower. That thing will take down anything on this planet.
Cool, man. Sounds like definitely a caliber to check into. So there you go.
Oh, yeah.
There's a good chance that you'll find it on the shelves when all the other calibers are sold out. You'll probably see that sitting there, for you to pick up. So, yeah.
The factory ammunition for that stuff is expensive. I'll tell you ahead of time.
Yeah.
But like I say, you've got the option of when going to reloading, do a caliber conversion from 30-06 to 358, and there's very little maintenance after that point in time. Polishing, checking your length and all that stuff. But, you've got that option of that cross caliber changeover.
Cool. That's cool. Something else I wanted to share. I guess I hadn't really seen this much out on YouTube videos that are out there right now. Let me find the panel here. Oh, let's see. Share screen. Let's bring up the tab. So Marlin 1895 SBL is now shipping. This is the Ruger manufactured lever gun. A lot of people didn't realize that those are now going to start hitting the store shelves here pretty soon. And I just kind of wanted to take a look at it real quick before we end the show today and just show you what exactly you're getting. Chambered in 4570. So automatically you can start to see there's a few updates they put on it compared to the original design, but they tried to build it following the original specs. So this is the first Ruger manufactured Marlin that's going to start hitting the shelves here pretty soon. You got the pick rail up on top. Looks like you got this peep side on the rear with the front fiber side. Very, very modernized, it's side gate loading also. And then to take a look at it, just kind of show you the other side of it here. Very, very handsome looking gun. I think it's an MSRP of $13.99. So I don't know what the MSRP was before Ruger was took over build on these things. Were these more than $1,000 for Marlin? Do you guys know? These have an MSRP over more than $1,000 before Ruger's takeover of Marlin. Does anybody know?
I don't think so.
Because it's nice to have more options. Because I'll say this right now, as much as I love Henry rifles, they're just not in stock. I mean, this is the worst time to try to buy one because of the holidays and the hunting season. But Henry rifles have just been thin, and as much as I'd love to get one, I've only seen a couple 4570s on the shelves. So, I mean, as much as I love them, and I'm an owner myself, but I'm glad that we've got these Marlins that are starting to hit the market now too. I know they're going to make this, and I also know that they're going to make the 336, which they have no reason not to. That's a bread and butter model that everybody's going to buy,
Oh, yeah.
Especially once they come out, So want to kind of show you that they talk about some of the improvements they made on this versus the Marlin. Ghost ring rear sight, adjustable for windage and elevation, a tritium fiber optic front. Oh, tritium. Okay, that's good. High visibility day-night front sights allow for quicker target acquisition. Updated Picatinny rail provides a stable mounting surface for scope rings and a variety of modern optics. This is something I don't know how I feel about this. A nickel-plated bolt with spiral flutes adds a distinctive, classy look and a smoother action. So the spiral flutes would actually make it smoother. You would think that you'd have some weird progressive increased resistance because of the turning into it. I mean, I've seen flutes like this before on my Mossberg Patriot rifle, and it was okay.
No, so what it is, it's less like it.
Contact resistance.
It doesn't need. Yeah, it doesn't need anything for lockup for that bolt. That bolt could be a lot smaller. It's just what that fluting does is just less contact with the slide as it moves.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
with the receiver as it moves.
I'd like to cycle the action just to see how it feels because, you would hope that for $1,400, you're expecting something decent. That's all I got to say.
I would expect that thing is going to be very, very close as far as handling as a Henry, because those Henrys are butter smooth. I love a Henry. I've got that little 22, the lever action that Dad had, and he inherited that to me. So that's a nice little rifle.
Cool. Let's see. They also say refined stock fit and thinner forend provides improved aesthetics and ergonomics, and then also improved finish on the stock and forend and checkered grip handles provide superior grip in all conditions. That was the one complaint that I know a lot of people have had is about the furniture fit and finish on the Marlins after they moved, after the whatever is a Freedom Group or whatever bought them and moved them and closed up the original Marlin shop and stuff. I know for a couple of years it was kind of the dark days of the 336 lever gun. They've gotten better now. Defense Dad out there has one that he bought a newer production one a year or two ago, and it's fine. It's totally fine. I mean, it's great. But yeah, if they can improve on any part of it, especially the furniture fitting and so on. Also got a threaded barrel, so you can put any kind of a brake on there if you want to, or if you'd have to get yourself a suppressor. I'm not sure how that would work with the 4570 and a suppressor. I'm sure there's somebody out there that makes one for it that would work with it. Would just be a 45 caliber suppressor, right, guys?
Yeah.
You think that would do the job? Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, they got the thread pattern on there and 6+1 gray laminate stock stainless steel polished. Weighs 7.3 pounds. Barrel length is 19 inches. 6 grooves in the barrel. $13.99. Now, it's really cool is you can download the manual if you want to, so you can actually get that from Marlin if you're kind of curious to see what it has to offer. Now, when we go back and look at their catalog, they've also got the 336 and the 1894. So you've got these are not out yet, but these are going to be out soon. Yeah, the 336 is one I'm definitely interested in. I think a lot of people are going to want that, even if it's a Ruger produced. This is weird that they're maintaining the whole Marlin webpage and profile. I'm curious if anything Marlin other than the tooling actually made its way to the Ruger factory, if they brought the gunsmiths with them or the manufacturer people or not. I don't know if they gave those people an option to move because the Marlin, I mean, think about the Marlin crew. They've been screwed over a couple times now by different companies. Once Remington bought them out and moved them to New York or whatever, all those people, they brought them over and then basically let a bunch of the gunsmiths go and stuff. So hopefully the quality on those is good. I would hope so for $1,400, but yeah.
Let me put one more little segue on that 35.
Go back. Yeah, go ahead. Uh-huh.
A friend of mine and I used to do a lot of shooting, a lot of reloading.
Okay.
And he also worked on towers. Well, on some of these big towers, you see, they've got a pretty good size, inch thick base plate that they set those things on. This thing was probably 14 inches in diameter, inch thick. I had hand loaded 2 different types of ammo for that 35 Whelen. One of them was a 200 grain round nose, and the other one was a Spear 250 grain Spire point. Loaded approximately the same velocity, and we set that plate up against a stump at 50 yards. And I hit it hit it the first time with a 200 grain. Well, that made a pretty good divot in the front of that plate, going in probably about a half an inch into that steel. That 250 grain Spire point almost penetrated 1 inch of solid steel. If that gives you any idea of the horsepower of that caliber.
It depends on the hardness of the steel. If it's if it's a soft steel, I mean, 22 will start burying.
Punch right through it, basically. We'll tear it up. Yeah.
I mean,
this is hardened steel.
At what distance?
You're talking about a piece of steel that supports the weight of some of these big towers that you see.
Yeah, but that still could be a hardness, a hardness that isn't as hard. That isn't made to take impacts. I mean, steel could be could be made, could be a softer steel that's made for compression, whereas something that's made to take impacts is something totally different.
Yeah. Well, I see what
So
you're getting at. I see what you're getting at there, but I'm saying that's a lot, even for a lot of the calibers that we've got out here today. And it cracked the back of that plate. It almost made it through it.
Dang. It's pretty hardy round, man. I mean, it sounds like it's kind of the one
It
size
is.
fits all kind of all around caliber that'll really do the job,
Yep.
And I'm sure that, yeah, like you said, there's, firearm availability is not even a question. There's plenty out there for it,
Oh, yeah.
If not locally, you can always order something too. So it's definitely not an issue.
Yeah.
So
TC still making the 35 wheel. As a matter of fact,
yeah.
E. Arthur Brown and what's the other guy? Bellum TCs. They're chambering 35 wheeling.
All right, so we got time for one more question. Then, unfortunately, we're gonna have to wrap it up because it's time for our family to start making breakfast. But Sergeant Joe Smith says, "What do you think about 408 ShayTac, which is what Cheyenne Tactical or Cheyenne Tactical for deer hunting? I want to hit them from a mile away before they hear smell me." Well, here's the thing, though. If you're going to be doing a shot at a mile, I mean, it would have sufficient energy and force to take down a deer. I mean, I would be a little worried about the deer exploding upon impact. I think maybe it's a little it might ruin some meat. I mean, we're talking about a round that stays supersonic out to 2,000 meters. I mean, Sergeant Joe Smith, I think it's going to do the job. I would maybe reserve that more for elk, maybe.
Yeah.
Consider maybe a 6.5 Creedmoor possibly, or maybe even a 338 Lapua. But hey, man,
would 6.5 Creedmoor make it to a mile? I know they're talking 11. Well, I mean, a mile's so it's 1,700 yards.
1,750 yards.
Yeah. So
that will do it.
I know 6.5 Creedmoor goes to 11, 12, 13, but I just didn't know if it would go that far.
Oh yeah.
There is shooting with it. I just don't know if the energy would be enough to drop a deer at that distance. That's the only thing that scares me. Do you want to make sure that you're going to do it mainly?
You got to have enough horsepower to get it done.
It says a very streamlined 140 grain 6.5 millimeter shot at 2,700 feet per second stays supersonic to around 1,200 yards. With light force, this makes it wonderful long range target cartridge. Well, with light force, I would not go with the 6.5 Creedmoor. I would probably have to go 338 if I was going to go a mile. You just got to make sure you deliver that energy to drop it. So and if it's a mile away, by the time you get to it, hell, that thing could be in the next county. I mean, you got to make sure that you're going to take it down because you don't want to. I mean, you might have to track it for a while, but what if you lose it?
But were they talking about hunting animals or target hunting at a mile?
No, this was for deer hunting is what Sergeant Joe Smith was asking. So I want to hit them from a mile away. I want to hit them a mile away before they hear or smell me. That's it right there, man. I mean, that's pretty much it, So you do you, buddy. Block 75 says, I just put my first set of tritium sights on my M&P. They are awesome. Tommy Gunn says, every new
tritium sights, like I know with my shooting and stuff, I go with a blacked out rear. Like having the 3-dot system pulls my eye to the rear sight, and that is exactly where you do not want your eye to be.
Yeah, you want to go blacked out on the rear. Well, I mean, with the tritium sight on the front, that could be a fiber tritium. We don't know. It could be a little tiny dot. I like the tritium sights as long as they're not the tiny white dot night sights. I actually like them much better.
Well, you said sights, so that to me,
sights.
That
Good
is
point. Rear,
front and back.
Good point. I didn't think about that. So. Yeah. All right. What else we got here? Tommy Gunn says, Sergeant Joe Smith says they're not suppressors. They're catalytic converters to reduce greenhouse gases from guns. That's what we should call them. We should call them the Firearm Catalytic Converter Act of just put some rare material in the suppressor and then call it a firearm catalytic converter that we all want to have for our firearms for the environment. Get that written into the Kyoto Accords. Man, the Democrats would be on board with that in a heartbeat, man.
as Mark Novak claims that type of material as unobtainium.
It has unobtainium in it, and therefore it's better for the environment. If you want to save the polar bears, let us get catalytic suppressors for our firearms. There you go. That's it right there. So, hey guys, we're gonna have to go ahead and wrap it up. It's been an hour. I've got some family business to take care of here, but Anyway, I want to thank everybody for joining in. It was great having a panel on Christmas morning of all things. A little shout out to Tiny AWAG 1000 out there who's having some fun today. He did have to drop out a little bit early, but AWAG, thanks for being here. Also, don't forget to check out rnldisplays.com. I will put their a little banner up here for you. And that's not the one I was looking for. There you go. rnldisplays.com, the refined way to display your AR. I don't currently have my stand with me right now. But anyway, the RNL displays stands are great. You can display pistols with them, AR-15s. You can actually balance a SETME C308 in the magwell with the rnldisplays.com display. It will hold it. I've displayed that before on the channel. Anything that'll take basically a 5.56 magazine, you can display on that display. So keep that in mind. Otherwise, I want to thank everybody for joining in today. It's been great having everybody watch. Everybody have yourselves a Merry Christmas. We're going to let the panel go ahead and say their final words, get their final plugs in. I'm trying to manage a bunch of tabs right now. I do apologize. And we'll see everybody next Saturday, which is going to be New Year's Day. Man, I'm getting holiday duty all across the board here. I'm assuming we'll have a show. Not sure what the topic is. Maybe we'll do our New Year's gun resolutions video podcast, which is a tradition. We've done it 3 times now where we talk about what we want to do new or different in 2022, start of a new year, chance to start over. Let's take 2021 and put it to sleep, please, now. But anyway, with that thought, let's go ahead and
that's what we said with 2020, hoping 2021
let's
was
put
going
it
to be
away
better.
and forget that it ever happened. I would hope in the history books they would just skip 2020 and 2021. They're just like, we go from 2019 to 2023. It's like, what happened? It's like, nobody cares. We're just going to go to 2022. All right. Anyway,
I honestly, can we hit a button and skip to like 2030?
The sooner the meteorite can just end it all, the happier we're all going to be. So.
I want a looking glass to be like, how do I want to live my life the next couple of years?
You got to stay at it, guys. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and let you go. Gizzard Gary, go ahead and give us your final plugs. Anything you want to say before we go?
If you're up and about early tomorrow morning, check out the early bird chat on my channel. That's at 9 a.m. Central. Love to have one and all there. So thanks for the invite. Merry Christmas to everybody out there. And we'll see you soon.
Sounds good. And Squibload, anything you want to say before we go, bud?
Merry Christmas.
Grandma says Merry Christmas to everybody.
Can they see me?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I got on
Hey.
Grandma's got her Christmas plaid going on right now, so she's got her plaid earrings in right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're ready to roll. I got them.
There you go.
Merry Christmas.
Got the mimosas ready. Oh my God.
I already had
All right. I bet you did. I did.
I haven't even opened them.
Okay, well, you need to. So, all right. So Gary, when can people check out your show? You got your show on Friday night, right?
Friday night, 9 p.m., Sunday morning, 9 a.m. Just remember,
Awesome.
9 o'clock.
Heck yeah, dude. Heck yeah. Guys, check out Gizzard Gary's channel. Lots of good stuff. Join in the fun. Don't miss out. All right. Squibload, anything you want to say before we go?
See you next Saturday.
Right on, man. No problem, buddy. No problem. All right. Foos Juice is loose. Foos, anything you want to say before we go?
Shoot him if you got him.
Shoot him if you got him.
Go
to the range.
Go to the range. Just do it.
Have a good time. Heck yeah, man. Definitely.
Roll your own. Prices are coming down on stuff.
Yep.
On ammo. Availability is getting better. Whenever ammo does come down, stock up for the next downturn. They're cyclical. It's going to happen.
Party at Travis P11's house. This is true. We're having a reloading party today at my home. So no, I'm just kidding. But no, prices are dropping on ammo.
3.5 hours.
Yeah, Foos I'll be there in a little bit. You should have came over here, Foos. I could just say you're my nephew. Nobody would know. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah.
I'm your nephew.
Missouri.
At the same age.
See, Grandma says you can come over. We got room for you. So we got room on the couch.
Started the prime rib yet.
Yeah, we have the prime ribs. Not even. We can cut a slice off for you, Foos. So you come on up here, man. It's gonna be nice driving weather for you. So yeah. But ammo wise, prices are dropping. So do check out online. Go to ammoseek.com, and you guys will definitely see some decent prices on stuff. The 223 REM's dropping off a little bit. 9 is still a little bit high right now, and there's kind of some questionable brands out there that may or may not be worth investing in. So Grandma's talking Ammo Dog right now. All right, and single shot. Anything you would say before we go?
Well, everybody, have yourself a fantastic day. Don't
Absolutely,
forget
man.
why we have this holiday to start with.
You know it.
And
That's right, man.
I'm going to be casting some bullets here directly. So I've got some stuff to do today. I processed a bunch of 40 Smith & Wesson brass here the last couple of days. So I got that stuff ready to load. Hopefully gonna try to do a video, maybe two today. I don't know how it's gonna work out, but we're gonna try.
What are you casting?
175 grain truncated cone, NOE bullet.
For what cal?
40.
40. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to get my casting stuff back out and start making some 30-30 stuff.
There you go.
I have enough brass. I just don't want to go out and buy them. I need to cast my own and powder coat.
It's 30-30 is a little thin right now. That's one of the rifle caliber, especially here in Nebraska. It's so popular for deer. Yeah. It has disappeared. We saw it a little bit, but that I can get 308, 243, 270, but 30-30 is really a pain to find right now. Yeah.
A guy he's like, hey, you're into reloading. You have all this stuff. Do you happen to have 30-30? I just bought a rifle and I want to go hunt with it. And I was like, I have some, yeah. And I sold them for what I bought them for pre-pandemic. They were Fiocchi, 174 grain. I gave them to him $20 a box because I spent I think it was 18.
Yeah, I think I was spending $17.50 on Core-Lock pre-pandemic, and now it's around $20.73, $20.75 a box, I think, if you can get it.
So it's like, I'm going to take and, I mean, if you have it and if you have something and you're not shooting it, a lot, or be like, hey, this gun will come, or this ammo will come back eventually. I'm not going to shoot it much, and someone else is in need. Get rid of it. And let people shoot it. Let people enjoy this sport and the firearms that they have. If you have a firearm and you're not going to shoot it, it will come back. Don't lose money on it, but also don't be like, oh, I got 100,000 rounds of
22 LR.
Well, no. I have 100,000 rounds of 338 Lapua, and I have a single shot 338, or I don't even have a 330 yet. I'm just going to keep it. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna work on trying to get that 10 millimeter that I want to. I'd like to try to pick one of those MMPs up. Cool. See how that's going to be. But anyway, folks, take care. God bless.
Yep.
Have a great day.
Cool.
America moves by truck.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. All right. A little shout out to people watching on the YouTube side out there. I did post this video all over Facebook, so maybe people had a place to hang out this morning for an hour and just kind of decompress before all the family madness takes off. But Gizzard Gary's out there and over here. Fluffy 10 millimeter Jeep guys in the house. Weston Probst is with us. Squibload out there saying 2 guns and a butt ton of ammo under the tree this morning. Looking forward to the reactions when they get open. I think it's going to be a fun morning over in the Squibload house. Brené's in the house. Kevin June, Sergeant Joe Smith with us. Gunmetal Guy USA. Tommy Gunn joining us from Canada. DM Foz up there. Sam of Anarchy 92. Let's see, Jason Stewart with us today. We had a lot of good chatting going on out there. 2A Comics with us saying Merry Christmas all. Merry Christmas to you too. Mystic Guns joining in with us also this morning. We did see some Gun Snob out there. Scott 79, Watt 75, Cash EDC in the house, Kendrick 98, Artisan Tony watching in. Doobie Antimano says Merry Christmas. Dubai. I don't know. And I'm just trying to read through these. I don't get a chance to rehearse. So Savage Sharpshooter 93, thank you again for the super chat. Much appreciated. And that's it. Tread, thanks for joining in. Warsaw Patriot, good to see you guys. I want you guys to have fun. I want you to be safe. Have yourselves a Merry Christmas. And we'll see everybody next Saturday in 2022 as we have our New Year's Day episode of Caliber Corner. See you guys at 8 a.m. Central Time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye, Alicia.
Bye, Alicia. Merry Christmas, Alicia.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Alicia.